Heidi ho, drafters. This is part 3 of our series of videos for a method for creating a centerline section. So let's get going. Get this guy out of here. And let's zoom in just a little bit. Okay, so now we are ready. We're going to start dropping down some lines and doing our furniture here. And what I'm going to do, just so we don't have to drop lines as far, is we can move this ground plan down further. But what I'm going to do so things don't get all mishmashed up is I'm going to select our ground plan and I'm going to turn it into a group, which for you on Windows it's Control G, and for the Mac it's Command G. So we do that, and now it kind of stays to itself. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this guy down to somewhere in here. All right. So now we're ready to start dropping lines down. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to my front elevation, and I'm going to grab our table and lamp and the fireplace, our small fireplace. Now, if these are drawn and you select and it's all different lines, what I would recommend is selecting everything and turning it into a group again. Just kind of keeps everything nice and tidy. So I'm going to select our two groups. Hold down the Shift key. We're going to copy and come back over here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste, edit, paste. And I'm just going to bring him down and just kind of drop him over here. Got him a little low. Sorry. Come in, move him up just a little bit. All right. Yes, we'll save. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the fireplace. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get him, let's see. That's pretty close. So now it's just a matter of dropping down lines, and I would do parts of the fireplace at a time. I wouldn't just start dropping lines down randomly. So what we're going to do first is we're going to draw this mantelpiece right on top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop these lines over here, draw our lines over. Okay, and now I'm going to drop down this line. Okay, and I'm going to drop down this line. And I'm going to drop down this line over here. Now, you may ask, why don't I drop down this line over here? Because we wouldn't see that. This line, right, if we dropped this line down right here, that line wouldn't be seen behind the mantle. So all we need to do is drop down these three. So what we can do, we can just kind of pull our lines, and I hold down the Shift key to keep them locked in the horizontal. Or you could come over and we could just trim them. So I think we'll do that. We got to get rid of that guy, and we can get rid of that guy. Okay, here we go. Not sure why these are kind of hanging out here, but all right, now we have our mantelpiece. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to drop down. I'm going to drop over this line right here. Okay, and then again, this rectangle right here is this piece. So it's almost going to be the same. So I'm going to drop him down. And a trick that you can do is you don't have to draw a line all the way down. But if you notice that if I hold it right up in there, and it'll say midpoint, and there will be a little red box. So what I can do is I'm going to drag it down, and you see that green dashed line that kind of stays, and that tells you that you're in the right plane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here, and I'm going to come down, holding down my shift key to right there. We're going to do the same thing. Okay. There's that line, and then we have this line right here. So I'm going to have to zoom in just a little bit, and I'm going to draw the line. I'm going to draw this line right here. So we'll just drag it down till we get down to the fireplace. There we go. All right. And now what we can do is we can come along and we can chop these guys off here. So I'm going to use this command. There we go. There we go. There we go. And now we have a little bit more of our, oh, that line got deleted, so we'll just kind of pop him in right there. All right, so now we're getting a little bit closer. Now what we can do is we can draw, let's draw the bottom, the base. So I'm going to drag this line over. Okay. Now I'm going to come up, and this base is the same size as the top. So we're going to draw the lines down again. Well, what we can do here, if you can see as I draw the lines down here, they're going to match up exactly with this. So what we can do is we can drop these lines down here. I'm just going to copy and drag them down. You know, it looks like we're missing a few lines. We're missing this line right here. It gets a little confusing after a while. You start to have a lot of lines in here. You just kind of have to keep your wits about you and know where you're at, sort of. And again, there's that. Well, I'm erasing the ground plane, but there we are. So now what we have left to do is we have these couple pillars here. So we can come in and we can do this one right here. We have the top and bottom lines drawn already. And let's come up here, and those pillars are right here. Okay, if you saw, here I'm going to draw a rectangle over it. Those are right there, and they are right there. Okay, so what we can do again is we're going to drop down some lines. Okay, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. Okay, get that red dot there. Okay, start drawing. I'm just going to start a couple lines right here. Okay, do that. Okay, you come back. I think it's going to be 3 lines again. So we can come in here, drop this line down. Okay, come on, there we go. Drop this line down, and then we're going to come back up, and we have one more line to drop down. Oh, no, it is right here. Drop them down. Hold down my shift key. Okay, now we just need to come in and trim these guys off. So now that's one pillar. Now we can come back and we can delete these couple lines right here. Okay, so now we're gonna drag right here. Here we'll just do this. We drag this line, and this line. And what I'm going to do is we're going to use our multiple line scaling. And I'm going to select all these lines. Now we're just going to drag them down. Okay. And we're going to trim them off. Okay, come back up here. And we're going to delete these guys here. All right. Now we can come back down. And now, what did I do? What did I do? All right. So, delete, delete, delete. God bless. Undo. Okay, we have our last thing. We have the firebox. So that's kind of a quick one. I'll draw this line over. Okay. He's going to be somewhere over here, so let's leave him there. Now we're going to draw lines down for the firebox. And the firebox is right here. Here's one line. Again, there's going to be a line there, a line there, and a line here. Okay, so again, I'm going to select all three of them. Once you get going, it's just a matter of, drawing the lines. I'm going to drag them down again. Okay, looks like we have to make a couple of adjustments. Drag this guy down. Okay, we can do some trimming. Not that much trimming. Okay. And now we trim here, 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 and I think I just deleted, and that's the problem. You start deleting lines. There we go. Now I can come back here and delete these guys down. Delete, delete, delete. Alright, it looks like we got a little guy hanging off here. Just going to pull him out and then snap him back to that corner. Alright, so now if we look back, now here's what this guy looks like drawn in section view, and it's foreshortened. You can tell that this guy's just a little bit wider than this guy. So I'm going to call it for this section of the drawing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come back. When I come back, I'm going to have this this drawn right here, this table lamp and the lamp itself, and we're going to see where this couch and everything fits into place. So we'll see you soon.